Hello friends, welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, and welcome back to all of my subscribers. Today I'm going to be counting down my top 5 audiobooks. I am very new to audiobooks. I've just been listening for probably about a year now. Almost 2 years probably, somewhere in there. And so I am giving you the ones that I feel like were my favorites to get started because I didn't know where to start and I didn't know what I liked. So let's get into it. Okay, first I want to do a few honorable mentions just so I can tell you that there are a ton of audiobooks that I've listened to over the last year, but there are a few that stand out to me as okay, these are ones that you need to listen to that I love, that most people I've talked to have loved. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a mix of genres and audiobooks just so you know that it's not just these 5, it's a lot. So my honorable mentions are Listen for the Lie. This was so good. I think that the podcast format that the book is written in comes to life in audiobook format, and it just makes the read 10 times better. Daisy Jones and the Six. Again, this is written as a documentary, interview style and flashbacks and all these different things, and I think that the full cast audio blows it out of the water. It is so, so good. My next honorable mention is Lights Out. Listen, this book is not for everyone. I don't even really know if it was for me. I think I gave it 3.5 stars because it is a lot of sex. A lot. Most of the book, the plot is here, the spice is here, okay? It is what it is. It's for a lot of people. However, it is laugh out loud hilarious in parts. I was cackling the whole time, and I think the audio made that 10 times better because you're hearing it in their voices, and both of the narrators do a phenomenal job. So if you like spicy, dark romances, rom-coms, I think this is really relatable to people who liked Butcher and Blackbird in that series. I would recommend that for you guys. But just know that it's hilarious, and the audiobook is the way to go if you do read it. Next honorable mention is Not Another Love Song. I love this book. I've loved all of Julie Soto's books. They're perfect for romance lovers, and the audiobook was done so well. Another honorable mention is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Once again, I think memoirs are best done through audiobooks, especially when it is the person narrating it who wrote the book. This book was devastating. I think it gave so much insight to childhood stars' experiences. Not everyone, because not everyone's experience is the same, but a lot. I think Jeanette's writing was done really well. I think this book was a tragedy. It was beautiful. It pulled you in. It opened your eyes. It made you hurt. It does everything that you want a memoir to do, and it was so good. Highly recommend. My final honorable mention is The Ex Vows by Jessica Joyce. This was one of my top reads of last year. Second chance, and it is so good. The audio was phenomenal. It took you into the story. I loved it. Now that the honorable mentions are out of the way, I'm going to give you my personal top 5. I feel like these are the ones I've read most recently, so do with that what you will. Coming in at number 5, I'm cheating. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm cheating. I'm starting off cheating because this is not one book. This is 20 books, okay? The Will Trent series. I have been listening to this on audio since probably October. I think I'm on book 12 now, actually. And every single book has been phenomenal. I think audio is the way to go, at least for me personally, because it's the perfect book to listen to in the car, when you're doing housework, whatever. I ate it up. I think Kathleen Early, I'm pretty sure that's the narrator's name, I think she does a phenomenal job of bringing these characters to life. I couldn't put it down. 10 out of 10. I loved it all. And I've listened to all of these, and they were all that good. So number 5 is the entire Will Trent series. Sorry. Number 4, Funny Story by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. I'm an Emily Henry girl. Who's not? But Funny Story I listen to because I refuse to buy the hardback when I have the rest of them in paperback. So I will wait an entire year to buy the paperback, and I will listen to it on audio from the library first. There are things that I will die on the hill for, and this is one of them. I will not buy the hardback of an Emily Henry book. Anyway, this was done so well. I think Julia Whalen is probably top tier audiobook narrator for most people, and I didn't understand that because I never listened to audiobooks until I started this last year, and this book was so good. Julia Whalen just has a way of speaking that immediately calms you down and brings you into the story and makes you want to continue listening. I love the entire story. I love the way that the narration was. I loved everything about it. So, so, so good. Next up, we have The Bribe by Devney Perry. I think the Calamity Montana series is one of Devney Perry's most underrated series. I've read every single book, and I'm pretty sure I gave every single one 4 or 5 stars. They were so good. If you love small town, if you love tropes galore, you need to read these books. Character development, plot development, like all the charm of a small town romance. It's everything. It has everything. I listened to all of these and I loved every second of it. I think that Devney Perry's audiobooks are done really well, and she always picks really good narrators. The Bribe is a country star who is on the run. She runs away to this small town to hide out from her agency. The sheriff in town meets her, is worried about what's going on. She has a stalker. They fall in love, blah, blah, blah. Just know that it's the perfect romance book on audio. I loved it. I think you'll love it too. Next, coming in at number 2, we have Dinner for Vampires by Bethany Joy Lenz. I prefer to listen to memoirs on audio rather than read them because I feel like it really full circle brings you into the experience, especially if the person who wrote the book is the one who is narrating it. And Bethany narrated her own book. I am a One Tree Hill girly. It's my comfort TV show. I've probably watched it like 15 times all the way through. I put it on when I'm folding my laundry, when I'm reading a book in the background, when I'm outside on the porch and I just want some noise. Like, I play it all the time. I love it. And Haley James Scott was my favorite character. So when I knew she was writing a memoir, and then I read that it was also about her being in a cult and her dealing with religious trauma and all these things, I knew I had to read it. I am a Christian, and I want to see what her experiences were and kind of like look at that through my own lens as well. And I love this book. I think that it's my favorite memoir of all time now. It was so good. I can't even put into words just how good it was. I also think that the way she surprised everyone with little hidden audio voices from other One Tree Hill characters was done really well. I wasn't expecting it, and it totally just like took me farther into the story. I think that she was brave sharing her story, and I think she was brave coming out of it. It was a 10/10 reading experience. You need to read this book. So good. And now my top audiobook currently is The Favorites. I devoured this book. It is, I think I've said this before in my March reading wrap-up or my quarter 1 wrap-up. One of my wrap-ups, I've talked about this book because that's how much I loved it. And I think this book is Daisy Jones and the Six meets Carrie Soto's Bag meets The Toxicity of Magnolia Parks, and I will stand by that description. It's that good. I loved every single character. I was enthralled with the story. The writing pulled me in and sucked me in completely. The way the audio was done brought the like documentary interview style to life, and all the mixed media of like the news reports, the gossip blogs, the TV shows. I feel like they are better listened to than read because it becomes an experience rather than just like reading a book. It's amazing. 10 out of 10s, no notes. I was obsessed. It's not a happy ending. Well, let me retract that. It's not a love story. And the ending, depending on who you are and how you feel, will either feel happy to you, or it'll feel terrible, or it'll just feel that it is what it is, which is where I'm at. Like, I think it was realistic and real life and raw and gritty and everything that I love in contemporary fiction, and I think you should read it. So, those are my top 5 audiobooks. Have you read any of them? Let me know what you think, or give me some more audiobook recommendations because I'm always looking to like broaden my horizons and read some more. I can't wait to hear what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.